Greetings. The Nerd and Wet Hamster here once more. Well, I'm Wet Hamster and he's the Nerd, so I should have said Wet Hamster, then the Nerd. Whatever. I'm wearing and sporting some Monopolis gear. It's not a bad set of gear.
Except for all the Monopolis hearts.
No, that's white Monopolis gear that needs that.
That guy's a big jerk.
Yeah. So I'm using the Gravios cannon once more because... Well, white cannon, not Gravis cannon, but mainly just because of the range, and cutting a tail on the Monopolis or Diablos can be painful. So the extra range will help me. But yeah, this is actually pretty good stuff. Extra health, medium attack, and potential just in case I feel ballsy and like to run around with low health because I feel pro.
The high rank version is really good if I remember correctly.
Potential's good if you're really good at the game. Basically what potential does is... I don't know if I explained it before, but here it is again if I have. If you have 30% health or lower, you get a massive attack boost.
And defense boost.
Yeah, and a defense boost. And I think there's a higher rank version of that as well.
Yeah, well, it just has 2 levels. So it has you have potential +1, which just increases your defense, I think. And then potential +2 increases your defense more and your health, or something like that. Or not your health, your attack. But basically you want the +2 version to actually, for it to be useful.
And the tip for that is always start the game with maxed out health. And then if you really want to, well, burn your health down to almost nothing, and it's useful for some fights, because you're not going to get hit and they drag on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Diablos. But, well, I think it's bitter bugs you eat a ton of, and then, you know...
Toadstools!
Toadstools, that works too. I've seen people use bitter bugs, and then they drain their health that way. There's a chance when you eat a bitter bug that it'll take your health away.
Yeah, most people I know use toadstools. And just poison themselves down a ways and use a small barrel bomb to knock off all the red health.
Well, there's various ways of doing it at least. But, you know, intentionally knock off your own health and then they go out there and don't ever get hit. But, you know, certain fights, 90% of the time you're not going to get hit. So the extra attack boost from it will help. And he goes with a cat. Isn't that a surprise?
Actually, on this fight, I've never really stood next to these walls. I've always stood at the center pillar.
I always stand next to that one wall to begin with because there's a good chance that they start at... Well, you know, if I don't have a cat with me, they will always look at me to begin with. And then they will always charge into that wall and always get stuck right off the bat. And then sometimes they'll just charge the wall again and again and get stuck over and over. If I'm lucky. But no, he's pretty content.
Cat!
He's pretty content with just hurting the cat. I mean...
That's Rose.
Hurting the cat if it wasn't because... I want to get this. Oh, and notice a big mistake I forgot.
Leaving Absros alive?
No, I only had 2 Sonic Bombs. I forgot to bring Sonic Bombs.
Yes, that is a big mistake.
Yeah. But because it's a special case where it's Diablos, Monoblos, or whatever, and I just do the fight, I'm not doing them again! I have so much built-up trauma. It's terrible. And Absros screws me over. Oh, but as you see, Diablos are exactly like Monoblos, only they have 2 horns. And get stuck in the wall a little bit more. And have slightly better horn drops.
Yes, and slightly more rare horn drops.
Yeah, that I never get because I have horrible luck. And I believe the tail you can only carve it once because Diablos. While the Monoblos tail you can carve twice. Which is kind of annoying. It's like, really want that extra tail carved for the shells and spines. Oh, jerk. That's what he gets. And I'm surprised that he gets stuck in midair, but oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, Unite and his hitboxes.
Hitbox.
See,
oh man,
no.
another Apsaros. I get punished for trying to kill it.
So now all this time that you spent breaking the horns, that's free time to cut the tail.
But the thing is, I know that in my experience, they always go to 7 to start with. And they never return to 7 ever again, so I can never get them stuck in a wall again. And I'm just going for the horn breaks to show them off, so besides, horn breaks are more important than the tail cut. You just get... The tail item is very rare.
Sorry.
I think you can even get the reward bonus as well without cutting the tail. I have to. I have to. Sure.
It's good.
But yeah, I'm intensely, I'm desperately trying to get the rare horn drop, but oh, I don't get it. I always get the regular horn drop.
Yeah, I always hated my friend who wanted to make the Black Diablos armor set. I'm just like, ah.
Hey, I
twisted.
need to help me farm some Diablos, which are really boring, but go figure.
It's not the worst grind in the game, but it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad because, you know, he charges, he digs, he charges, he digs, he digs, he digs, he digs, he charges, he digs. And that's his entire attack pattern. It's not very fun or interesting either.
Nope.
That's what makes it such a horrible fight. It's so boring. And if you have a slow weapon like a gun lance...
Yeah, it's pretty awful. I always ended up just gunning Diablos as well.
Yeah. I'm gunning the extra tail to try and weaken it as well. Because I think it's like a couple staggers, things like that needs.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's either 1 or 2 staggers before it breaks. I think it's just 1. Because the tails are usually pretty easy to cut off. And I didn't get hit there. To my own surprise.
Log, yes.
But at this point, really, I can fight Diablos in my sleep. It just helps if I bring Sonic Bombs.
Oh, yeah. It's just pretty easy with the Lance or Gun Lance, though, because he just charges you, and you block.
Take the Lance out, he roars, you take the weapon out and block, and...
Yeah, like, but if he charges you, you block, and then you hit him. It's like...
The only downside is when he digs under the ground and you're standing right next to him, he'll trip you up a lot, and then if you're really unlucky, by the time you take your weapon away, he charges into you instantly from underneath.
Yeah, but you can block that, so it's not a huge deal.
Half the time when he does that, I can't even block it because I've tried, and because he's right underneath me, Hitboxes says that no, he can hit past my shield because it's right underneath me.
Well, this is where my advantage for using a regular lance comes in, because you can, if you turn around and sidestep over where he dug, it confuses him, and he always digs up at the last spot where you were.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't really change dodges properly. Or sidesteps and whatnot. Because, you know, gun lance. Ugh. Oh, I mean, I've been playing a lot with the lance lately in Try. Because I had a friend over recently, yesterday actually, and we're basically split screening all the arena stuff again. Basically, last time we split screened the arena stuff, which was a few weeks ago actually, and you know I had a horrible Wiimote. I believe I've mentioned this either you or the thread before.
Yeah,
but yeah, the Wiimote controls are, pardon my French, and I really mean this, they are shit. Never do it. Shell out for the joystick or joypad. Sorry.
Yeah, classic controller is where it's at.
Yeah.
Classic controller pro.
Controller that's really cheaply made and really shouldn't cost as much as it does, because you know when you lift it, you like feel that there's nothing in it but a paperweight paper size the chip in there, and that's it. That's the entire thing, and it's just a piece of plastic.
I think the only
It doesn't even have a really good grip or anything. It just has a decent grip. That's all. For a standard one.
The only controller I've ever used that felt more fragile than the Classic Controller Pro was the PS3 controller.
I don't know, that never really felt that fragile to me.
Oh man, that always felt just... I felt like if I dropped that, it would shatter into a million pieces.
Maybe it's just because, you know, the Xbox One is so heavy and bulky and big, so you feel like it's protected and armored more. And the PlayStation 3 joystick is, well, lighter, smaller.
I suppose.
The dogs are complaining. But they will have to wait until this video is over. They're helping me with commentary this time. Isn't that right, Cheyenne? Yeah? Yeah? Is that right?
Oh, it's food time.
Yeah, it is food time for them. Well, just have to wait until I'm done with this video. Actually, they're even baking an entire hour early. So it's technically it's not even food time.
It's always food time.
Yeah. Life of a dog, it's so tough.
They have it pretty rough, I guess.
Yeah. Don't get food whenever they want to. It's terrible. Toto doesn't want to be in the Let's Play commentary though. While he's circling me, he doesn't want up in my lap. Not like in the third birthday when it was at the most boring episode of the game. Harry, and then I basically resorted. My mind devolved and resorted to picking up the dog and talking to the dog. While Kaboom had to suffer.
No, it happens.
Finally, second horn.
There we go.
I've been aiming and gunning that thing. And a mouthful of Wyvern's Fire. But no, to go back to the topic before I was distracted by the dogs, I was using the Wiimote, and I gave him the controller out of mercy. Because I had tried the Wiimote mode already before, and I knew how bad it was. I didn't know how bad it actually was, I just knew it was bad. I was like, oh, I can't control. Well, I'm just going back to the joypad.
Yeah, and there's like bad, like, oh, I tried it and this is bad, and there's like, oh god, I have to actually use this.
Yeah. Okay, let's try fighting a Barioth with the Wiimote. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's so painful. Sorry, I had to cry. Horrible memories. But anyways, and the combination of it being his first time ever playing Monster Hunter game, and not knowing what to do, I mean, I always let him, like, spend, like, 5 or 10 minutes getting used to the weapon that he chose before you run into the arena. But the, Great Joggy took, like, what was it, like, 35 minutes? First time we fought him, because I couldn't control.
Geez.
I couldn't control. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hit. I couldn't. Oh, it's terrible. And this was after having practiced before he came over for a couple hours. I could barely even control. And so we basically both fumbled about, died a lot, and we were screaming at each other in horror at how horrible it was going, and we had a lot of fun. This time, he actually came over, and we had quite a bit of fun with it, because now I shelled out for another joypad, and probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him it and my old Wii when I leave, and then leave him the Monster Hunter game when I leave for the US. Because what am I gonna use the old one for?
Again, you want to move here, or you already have?
I already got an American Wii, so I can play on the US servers and an American game.
Or you can just mod it. That's what I did.
Yeah, and then I need to hook it up to Power Converter and make sure everything's properly set up, or burn off the Wii every single time I turn it on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, how did? Oh, that's right, because I bought a Japanese Wii.
Yeah.
because I guess I'm that guy. But I guess they still use 120 over there.
Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. But yeah, I have to be careful or I'll burn off electronics if I don't use a power converter.
Yeah, I wanna keep an eye on that.
But what's it called? No, I'd probably give him it or something like that. Just you know, so he can play some Monster Hunter because you know he has lots of fun with the Monster Hunter game when we're playing split screen, and he almost hit that trap, broke.
Yeah, almost. That's screwed me over so many times.
Yeah, same here. And that Apsaros just oh, it's
Oh, you wanted to see your screen and block and do things?
good luck. I think basically the reason why I'm gunning him is I don't remember. I think I also forgot to bring tranquilizers, or else I ran out of tranquilizers.
Oh. Yeah, I was wondering, like, why? It seems like he might be about ready to try.
Yeah, exactly. Or else maybe I know that he's not weak and no, I do have tranquilizers. I think it's just because I know that he's not weak yet.
Yeah, I remember soloing G-rank, like Black Diablos with a heavy bowgun, and if I didn't trap him, I would fail the quest. I would time out.
Oh, you're bringing up such horrible memories!
Well, I mean that's G-ranks. That's a little bit different.
Yeah,
but still.
well, you know that fight is also G-rank and high ranks.
Oh yes, no, yeah.
And it has more health than the G-rank. So
Oh, limping Diablos.
yeah, that doesn't happen.
That's pretty rare.
For some reason, almost every single time I've been doing a Diablos or a Monoblos on video, they've limped, and they almost never do it because they just dig it in the sand.
Yeah, that's pretty unheard of.
Yeah. Apparently, I've just been getting lucky with the limps. Only time I don't get lucky with the limps is when I'm desperately trying to capture the extra really good drops and all that.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, me and my friend we did play the split screen arena stuff, and I'll probably pre-record some of that stuff because the arena stuff I plan on doing split screen with a friend, and then it'll be like live commentary only, so there'll be no choosing and stuff like that. But no, we went through all the arena stuff. We even got some of them on the target time.
Yeah, my friend and I did some of the target time stuff. Just when the demo for Try came out, we were playing it, and the target time is really tough on some of them.
Yeah, it is pretty tough. We only managed to do the easy ones. The underwater combat arenas. Ha ha ha! No, we didn't manage to do it.
I remember I missed the Baroth one by like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh,
and we never got down just as good again. We just couldn't do it.
Yeah, the Baroth is, pardon my French, a bitch to fight. Charge, 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 charge. Try and catch him in a huge lead.
Yeah, but now that we're both better at the game, I bet we could do it. Just it was right when the demo came out, so we were messing with the new weapons, fighting this brand new monster.
It also helps that my friend he prefers the bowgun weapons, so he always keeps picking them, and he always makes sure to like paralyze them, sleep them, or whatever. And we sort of do our little tag team going on there, and we work pretty well together.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot.
And plus, we're sitting right next to each other, so we can plan out tactics ahead of time.
Right, which is very important.
And something he never really got through his skull. Whenever I'm using a hammer, do not stand in front of the head. He's like, oh, I got this sword and shield combo, and I'm attacking the head because that's where it'll take the most damage and stuff. And then I'm doing the big ground pound and everything, and I send him flying. And oftentimes it'll be something like he does the jumping slash, and then the ground pound comes perfectly, or an uppercut swing, and then it just sent him flying across the screen, and we both cracked of laughter, and then we get murdered.